17 to 5, Jazz Radio 94.1 FM. And the Australian singer Anita Fernandes and Brazilian classical guitarist Edson Gazani are the innovative composers and captivating performers behind Yemanja Quintet. They've even been described as musical anthropologists, uniting the music and culture of our current diverse global community with all the zest and appeal of today's popular music. And we have Anita on the line. Anita, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Hi, John. How you going?
Oh, pretty good, thanks. Now, you've travelled the world, and that's obviously had a real influence on your music. How would you describe your music?
Well, it's difficult to describe. This question's always hard to answer. But I'd probably say world jazz fusion with the biggest influence being Brazilian music, obviously.
Well, you spent a bit of time in Brazil, didn't you? So you must have picked up some influences there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've delved in lots of different styles of music and explored, and Brazil's definitely the country for me as far as music is concerned.
Well, who are some of the musicians that would have influenced your music or inspired you over the years?
Well, so many different types of things. Like there's funk and disco, which I loved. I can't really, sort of in the probably 10 before Brazilian music came into my life. So I don't know who you'd say, the Gap Band, different things, Diana Ross, all that sort of stuff. And then in Brazil, it would be Tom Jobim, Elis Regina, Milton Nascimento. Yeah, there's too many to put my finger on.
Yeah, well, Tom Jobim has had such an influence on so many musicians, hasn't he, over the years? Just a wonderful man.
Oh, he's incredible. He really is. He's the whole package. He's got every base covered.
Well, you also spent quite a bit of time in London performing around the London area. That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was quite amazing, actually. That was in my early 20s, and I joined a funk disco band, and yeah, that was before, well, I met Eddie then, but we weren't involved in music together then, so, but yeah, that was great, excellent experience, amazing. It was a 10-piece band, so I got a lot of experience there, and so that was fun.
And you write a lot of your songs on the CDs that you've produced? That's
right, yeah, Eddie and I write all the compositions, we've had 3 CDs now, we've done 3, and all of them are written by us. But at our gigs we do like different covers as well, Brazilian covers mainly, samba and bossa nova.
Well, looking at your latest CD, it's obviously inspired by travel, with a nice little booklet there with lots of travel quotes.
Yeah, no, we actually, the last 2 CDs we've written all in different countries, even if the style of music that comes out isn't of that country, still it inspires us travelling and seeing different cultures, and just breathing the air and eating the food and everything makes us want to write music. So, yeah, that's how we wrote the last album and the one previous to.
Well, what about the future? What does that hold? Are you going to be touring overseas?
Yeah, well, we hope to. There's talk of maybe some more gigs and festival work in Italy next year, the end of next year, and hopefully back to Brazil again. We've got a band that we work with there, which is brilliant, really high up musicians who play with many other well-renowned, famous sort of other groups. So yeah, we're lucky to be able to play with them. So in Brazil.
Yeah, well, there's a wonderful atmosphere about Brazilian music, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it is. And the place, it's just got something very magical about it, and the music is really magical.
Well, you're going to be appearing on the Gold Coast Saturday, live and intimate in the basement at the Gold Coast Arts Centre. That's going to be a great night. That's
fantastic. Yeah, we haven't played at the Gold Coast for a few years now, so we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night. I think it starts around, doors open at 6:30 at the basement, is that right?
That's it, doors open at 6:30 to showtime at 7:30 p.m, and there are dinner and show packages available as well. So that sounds like it'll be a great night. What can our listeners expect at the show?
To be taken on a musical journey throughout the world, and we hope to entertain you, keep you entertained, and spread a bit of cultural influence into your lives. And also, introduce you to different styles of music in Brazil as well.
Well, it sounds like that'll be a great night. Anita, live and intimate at the basement at the Gold Coast Arts Centre on Saturday. Thanks very much for joining us, and we're going to play a little bit of your music. I've got a track coming up, London Lullaby. Tell us about that before you go.
Yeah, that song was obviously, the title says where it was written, in London, because we lived there for 5 years, and we just came back and really was like, wow, did we really live here for 5 years? Because it's pretty hard, you know, the weather's always miserable and stuff like that. So, you know, we just sort of were writing and thinking about that. And it's a little bossa, so it's nice and gentle. So it's called Lullaby, London Lullaby, because London's so fast-paced. We sort of like to calm London down, you know, to bring that calming feeling back to our lives, really.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
You know, have you been to London then?
Yeah, I've spent my 5 years over in London too. It's a great place, but as you say, a bit of a frenetic pace.
Oh, yeah.
Well, great to talk to you, Anita, and keep in touch and let us know what you're doing in the future.
Will do. Thank you so much for chatting.
Absolute pleasure. That's Anita Fernandes, and here's a track from her CD, and the track is called London Lullaby.